Good morning, crypto Twitter is missing crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included. It's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss zesty, making money at the same time, spread peace. Might feel empty if you don't include Gen Z. About to change the world, so y'all better get ready. Missing crypto, I'm never backing down. I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started. Yeah, barely off the ground. Investing crypto, you cannot stop me. My hands are making diamonds, your hands fall like origami. Never be the boss of me. Bitcoin's all I need. When I say I'm zesty, that's just me talking honestly. Crypto and yum farm marketplace. I wanna see the more we gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace. Save pay for a different day, cause we partners in the cryptos didn't stay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I hope everyone's having a happy Thursday today. And if you guys see that new QR code on the bottom right of your screen, don't hesitate to scan it. It's going to lead you to a free NFT. And if you guys are new to the show, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, hit the like also, and share this stream with your friends. Thank you to everyone in the chat who's joining. Shout out to Edward, Bitcoiner, Tyan, Seabrock, Chris. We're all here to vibe with our zesty guest, Crypto Wendy O. Wendy, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm actually trying to get on your YouTube so I can share this to my audience. But yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk and to hang out. Believe it or not, I always get super nervous before I do any media because I'm just like, I am the most awkward person in the world. But thank you for having me. I'm excited to chat and to hang out with you and answer whatever you want or just to vibe. I'm here to support.
Awesome. We're totally vibing. I've been following you since I really came on Twitter, and you were one of the first women that I found on Twitter, and I've just been following you every step of the way, and I hope I could really get to your level one day because you're just such a good role model for other women in the space. So thank you for your evangelism.
I appreciate it. I do the best I can. I'm actually a little bit older than most people, so I think that I bring a different perspective to the space. So I'm older, I've been through a lot. I come from a different place than a lot of the other folks here, which is fine. But I try to do my best and try to be positive, even though I do have a little bit of an attitude problem and I clap back at people.
No, you're doing really good. I do my best
to stand up for what's right. So I'm happy. Thanks. Sometimes I'm like, I see things and I'm like, I have to say something. I have to say whatever. But yeah. You know, it's nice to see somebody your age like getting so excited and making content. Content is really important to make. And the cool thing about crypto is there's so many different facets. There's so many different avenues you can go about. And people in crypto, like especially on crypto Twitter, I feel like they kind of forget like that there's other people outside their wealth class. And so they kind of are outside their education class. So they're like, oh, you have to learn to code, or you have to do this, you have to do that. And you really don't have to do that. And it's nice to have people like you that, you know, maybe somebody similar in your age group or like younger than be like, oh, she's doing great, I can do this too. So it's always good to put content out and, you know, because you never know what's going to happen with it. Your channels can grow, you can put out a viral video and just end up, who knows, like anywhere.
Exactly. I love the space and I love to be a part of it. And as you said, you know, there's a lot that people can do here, and you don't need to be some super genius to get into crypto. You know, a lot of people think you have to, like you said, you have to be a coder. But the reality is a lot of us don't know the technology behind sending a text, sending an email, or even using tap and pay or using our debit card in general. But we still use it. We still know that our money goes from our Chase or our base account or, you know, bank account,
wherever,
you know, to your from your PayPal to your other friend's PayPal. We know it works. We know it gets there. But, you know, some people just, you know, I guess overthink the subject. But, you know, really Bitcoin, all it is, scanning a QR code, copying, pasting an address. But let's focus more on you and your zesty ventures. I want to have Gen Z get to know you a little better. So who was Crypto Wendy O before crypto?
So I have a very interesting background. I'll just talk about my work stuff. So before I did crypto full time, I worked in healthcare. I worked for the largest HIV/AIDS organization globally. I think at that time they had 500,000 clients globally. And what I did is I worked as a patient care coordinator. I worked in their thrift stores that they had in the retail setting, and then I was like, oh, and go get a certification and work in healthcare and make double. Heck yeah, I want to do that. So then I went and I got my certifications I needed to do the job I needed to do. And I did work alongside HIV/AIDS patients for 7 years and made sure that they got their care. They with the correct and whatnot. So I did for a time, and then I finally was like, I can't do this round trip commute for 3 hours daily, because I was a newer mom at the time. Then I bought in 2017. I lost a lot of money, and I was in school, so I had a savings and whatnot. And then I just kept taking advantage of different opportunities in the space, and things worked out.
Awesome. If you didn't the last few sentences you said, I think we broke up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So when I bought Bitcoin in end of 2017, I completely crashed. I was up to my and I didn't buy Bitcoin in like with savings. I had opportunities that would come to me in the space because I put myself out there, and then I was able to kind of really transition end of summer 2018 into doing full-time.
Wow, that's really awesome. I think we're having a little bit of a connection issue.
Yes. That's okay. No, that's okay. I just posted in the chat. I was like, don't worry, we'll be back. It happens all the time. It happens to me too. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I had my daughter in 2016, and I was a newer mom, and I decided to quit my job that I was there. I was at the company 10 years. I got my little award, which I don't like the company anymore. They treated me so terribly when I was on maternity leave and whatnot. But I decided I wanted to quit my job and go back to school full time, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. So I bought the top in 2017, like most people did, because I didn't know. And that's when I kind of finally started learning about crypto, because you go back then in 2017, the only way to really make money was to trade. So I had to teach myself how to trade so I could understand the basics of support and resistance, and like how to enter, how to exit. And now the ecosystem is completely expanded, and it's a lot of fun.
Wow, I love how you just jumped right in and you said, hey, crypto is here to stay. I'm going to jump in and do all I can. Even though you bought the top, you still remained here. You still have that bullish attitude. So when you discovered crypto and you originally bought crypto, how did you feel about your first purchase?
I mean, it's scary because when you don't have a lot of money and you buy this really volatile asset and you don't understand the technology behind it, and you don't really understand, I didn't understand what TA was. I didn't understand what a lot of stuff in traditional finance was, because we weren't taught that growing up. And I'm sure that maybe you were taught that at home, but probably in school. When you were in school, did they teach you really about traditional finance? No.
Not a lick.
They probably said, you're going to go to college, which is fine. Like, go to college. College is great. But they probably said, go to college. You're going to take out student loans. You're going to do this, 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 and this. And they don't educate you on what a student loan is and how that works and the interest and all of these things. They're just like, you can become whatever you want to be. Go to college, take a loan out. And that's the same way they push those kind of loans for cars and for credit cards and all that type of stuff. So I feel like Bitcoin really forces people to understand the financial system. And that's the best part about it, is that you're learning as you're going along, even though sometimes we get wrecked, we experience different things that happen, maybe negative things, but at the same time, if you hedge correctly and you plan carefully and you understand the risks, then you're going to be able to learn and you're going to be able to thrive too.
Exactly. That is so smart. Literally so smart. Just getting into Bitcoin, it could be a scary thing at first, but we see the potential. We know what Bitcoin can do. We know the future it has, and you just got to stay bullish. So you were sure of your decision when you first bought crypto. You knew it was going to be a long-term play.
Yeah, I knew that it was going to be around for a long time. I just didn't know, like, when I first got in, I really wasn't educated about it. I had a math background, but I struggle with math because math is hard. And, generally women are not the best at STEM topics, and that's okay. There's some women that are. I was not. Like, I had to fight to really understand, how to do derivatives and to do all these things in calculus and chemistry and whatnot. But I just knew that I needed to take this chance in order to improve my quality of life. And the way I was brought up in a household to where my mom was so scared to do anything that was kind of risky because all, like, the way she grew up, and then, the stuff with my dad. So I came in this very kind of like negative household, and this other household that's like, they're not risk takers. Like, they were more, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket, I'm going to buy scratchers, and this is how I'm going to get wealthy. It's like a very traditional Italian mindset. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's what they do. And I'm like, no, that's not how you get rich. That you work, or you become an entrepreneur, you do specific things. And so the way I was like, I have to break this. I can't live like this. Like, there has to be something better in life than just getting up and going to a 9 to 5. And anybody watching this, having a 9 to 5 is not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. A 9 to 5 is a tool that you can use to learn about yourself, to figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, what you're good at, and how you can excel in different things. So you use a 9 to 5 as a tool to fund your passion and to pay your bills. Obviously, you learn how to save, you do what you need to do, and then you figure out where you kind of fit in the world, and hopefully you can become an entrepreneur, or you stay at the 9 to 5 and you have a side hustle. And I think now, with the way the world is working, I feel like entrepreneurship and side hustles are really what's keeping people kind of afloat. And when I say side hustle, it's like either trading or starting a small business, maybe an Etsy shop, maybe you're doing NFTs, maybe you're doing community management, marketing in crypto. There's all these different facets in crypto and outside, but I think that crypto is really going to provide, I feel like crypto could potentially like save the United States from another 2008. However, the regulators, legalized cartels, are not going to let that happen.
I really, like, you brought up a lot of good points about working a 9 to 5. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if that's what you choose to do. But it could provide you with that extra, I guess, liquidity to go into a side venture, something you're passionate about, funding your passion. I really love that. And I also severely relate to that Italian state of mind where you buy a lottery ticket. Wendy, I can't tell you how many Italians in Brooklyn are going up to their deli and they're like, I need to take 5, or they'll like pick their lotto numbers. And, there's still those old fashioned Italian restaurants where you have like the guys, sitting at the tables watching the lottery tickets. And a good point is, if these people over the course of their lives spend hundreds, potentially thousands on lottery tickets. Now, just imagine if they put that money into crypto from the beginning. How, maybe they wouldn't need the lottery at that point, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think it has to do, because I'm Sicilian American on my mom's side. And I think it has to do with being an immigrant and whatnot, as they come over here and, some of them were able to start jobs and be successful, but it also comes with some trauma, because when you come from a country that you weren't, doing economically well, like that's why my family came over here, is to get a better quality of life. So when you come from that kind of trauma and you come to the United States and you're able to get a 9 to 5 and it's steady, and you have like food, you're able to eat, you have food in your mouth, you have a roof over your head. And that's like, people just kind of will stop at that. And that's okay. It's okay to be comfortable. Like, you do whatever you do that makes you happy.
Exactly.
But at the same time, there's certain mindsets that we have from our parents and our grandparents that's kind of passed down to us. And some of those are not really necessarily healthy. And if you can kind of figure out which of those mindsets or those ideologies that we were taught growing up out of comfort and kind of make yourself a little bit uncomfortable, you have the opportunity to thrive.
I like the feeling of being uncomfortable and not in like going into the unknown, just like hopping on Twitter, just like you did. You didn't, this was all the unknown to you at one point. Same for me. I mean, crypto was the unknown for everybody in this chat watching this video at one point or another. Maybe it still is the unknown. Maybe this is your intro to crypto. And if so, hey, what's up? Join the space. It's going to be fun. Crypto just provides so many avenues for people to go down, whether you're just an investor, whether you want to create content, create a platform even, because that's how early we are. There's not just that one platform for each thing. We're still developing. So speaking of the unknown, did you know you wanted to be an influencer in the space? How did that really come about?
No, I hate being on camera. I don't like the way I look. I think I talk funny. I think all these things about myself. I didn't plan to become like an influencer. I signed on to crypto Twitter because I had a family friend that saw me posting on my IG about Bitcoin. He's like, you have to go on crypto Twitter. I was like, okay, I hate social media. But I ended up going on crypto Twitter. I was anonymous. And then I was like, I told him, and then I started posting charts. People liked my charts. And I was like, and like my follower account wouldn't grow. And I was like, I kind of want to get followers. Like, this is cool. So I was like, I'm just going to dox, whatever. And then I did, and I started hosting events and doing, because what happened was I wanted to start hosting the events. And I'm like, I can't be anonymous and host events. Like, that's so silly. So then I doxed and then and the events was what really kind of like pushed and forced me to do the YouTube channel, because I wanted to live stream those. It was all, the YouTube channel started to live stream the free crypto events, either the meetups at the breweries or the technical analysis events that I was hosting at a OTC desk in San Pedro. So that's kind of how it started. And then by putting yourself out there, I started getting all these opportunities. I was like, oh, I can do sponsored content and make money. Oh, I can trade at home while chasing my daughter around and make money. I can do marketing and consulting for clients and, kind of help them with customer service and transparent, positive branding. Like, this is dope. I could make money from this. And then just more and more opportunities kept coming. And I just kept an open mind and just did my best.
And when did you start live streaming, or when did you actually like dox yourself, I guess I would say?
It was on crypto Twitter. I was like, it could have still been 2018.
So early.
Yeah. And then I started doing, then I started getting people that wanted like sponsored content on my channel. I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I can make a living like staying at home. So I started doing that. And then I was like, I don't want to just do sponsored stuff. I want to like make an impact. So I started doing like TA videos and then news. And then I finally like mustered up enough courage to live stream like on Sunday nights. And I just remember like how scary it was, because you have like all these trolls from crypto Twitter that would come, and then people just would be making comments, whatever. And I'm not like a big makeup person now. I do all that because I'm on camera, but it's like, you feel like it wasn't natural to me. So if you guys are watching this, I'm like, but it wasn't natural to me. And then I just, and then it kind of just snowballed, and I was able to build the brand that I build, and it's just a lot of fun.
It really is a lot of fun being able to be a part of this space and create content and truly live your best life. I mean, it doesn't seem like, is it more of a job to you, or this is more just fun and doing what you're passionate about?
It is a job now. It is a full-on job. I've got people working for me all over the world.
Wow.
I do a lot of content. I do like 2 videos a day on YouTube. I'm on Twitter posting and advocating for the demise of the ivory towers, the legalized cartels. And then I do a lot of TikTok content as well. And I have the Crypto Rights Discord that I'm in. And it's just very important for me I don't see a lot of other people talking about some of the social issues that I talk about, and really talking about what the SEC is doing and whatever. I'm going to be working with the lobbyist group here in California to kind of bring more awareness and to use my platform of over 500,000 to kind of advocate for equality for everybody and getting rid of that wealth gap that we have. It's terrible.
Yeah, wow, you're actually tackling social issues as well as, being a good role model in general and just pushing positive vibes out into this space. That's very admirable, honestly.
Thank you.
Not only did you tackle the issue of bringing crypto mainstream and, bridging this gap, You just said, I want to tackle the world now. And you're just like going into different types of things, which is amazing because you're using your platform for such, positive, I guess, impacts on other people's lives. That's so amazing. And I know you brought up that you do trading on YouTube. How did you learn to trade?
So I taught myself. So
Wow.
because I worked in healthcare, I had to have a strong math background. And I initially wanted to become, I wanted to go back to school to become a pharmacist. But when I looked at the tuition, I knew a girl that she worked with me and she went to school to become a pharmacist. And her student loan debts were $300,000 when she was done. $300,000 to work a job that's capped anywhere between $100,000 to $150,000. And I was like, you know what, this is stupid. Like, this is really, really stupid. Like, not only am I going to be in school 8 years, like I think I had 4 more years because I had to get accepted to, I did all my stuff at community college, and then I had to take like a couple more classes at university, and then you have to get into pharmacy school, and getting accepted in pharmacy school is so hard, like so hard. And then you get all this debt. I was like, no, this is not going to happen. So I was like, I'm just going to go to business school. And but because I took all these math classes, I took calculus, and I took all these statistics classes, and then I had to learn dosage calculations. And then I had to do chemistry and biology and all these classes. I have a really strong math background. So I was like, you know what, if I can do a derivative, if I could pass my math classes, if I could pass Cal 3, then I can learn to trade. This is just repetition, because in statistics, you do moving averages, you do a lot of the same stuff, and all technical analysis is math back. So I just bought these books, and I just read, and I use Investopedia, and I just took 10 minutes out of my night every night, or while I was at work, my breaks, I was reading and learning, and I paper traded, and then I started trading, and I did okay for a little bit. I don't trade too terribly much anymore because I'm so busy with other things, but it's still a really great tool to have. And I kind of am able to teach some of TikTok and be like, you need to work on buying the dip and, setting some limit orders and not just buying the top and holding until 1 million, because that's not going to happen. Probably profit take, do some, like, have an area that you want to exit if price drops a certain amount. So just different stuff like that. But it's all been self-taught. I've had really not too much help there's a couple people that have helped me out, but most of it's self-taught, and I do okay when I want to.
I love how you were saying that you did 10 minutes at a night. It's like almost like you were DCAing in your own education.
Yes. And this is the thing, like even when it comes to fitness or like anything like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to put a little, because you see all these, and actually what inspired me to do that is like these workouts. They always have these 10-minute workouts, like to a flat belly or like whatever it is. I'm a mom. I've had a child, so it's like, okay, I have, I'm getting a little bit up there in age, so I have to make sure, I look okay. But the thing is I remember like 10 minutes, like that's how they marketed these workout videos, is like 10 minutes. So I was like, why can't I take my 10-minute break? Or 10 minutes before, instead of watching Netflix and watching complete utter garbage, and invest in myself. So that's what I did. And people don't understand how powerful it is. Even if you take a minute out of your day to look up, let's say you're like, oh, crypto is cool, but what does crypto mean? And you Google the definition crypto, and then you're like, oh, blockchain, what does this mean? Then you Google that definition, and every day you learn like a new definition or a new term or a new concept. And it's like a snowball effect. Like as a snowball rolls down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what you want to do with whatever it is you're passionate about. Or if you don't know where to start, just Google Bitcoin, read the definition of Bitcoin. Then I'm sure there's some definitions in there that you're not going to know, and then learn those too, and just keep going down that hill at full force.
Facts. I mean, that's kind of how I started. I heard the word Bitcoin, then I heard the word blockchain, then I heard the word Ethereum, and I was like, what's going on here? But then you just got to keep Googling and Googling until you just get a general gist. And now over the past year and a half with all this mainstream adoption, we are seeing some more resources. So that's always really cool. And since you're a trader and, you have a vibe for numbers, I guess, how high do you think Bitcoin can go? Like, what's our limit right now?
Well, this is the thing. There's the whole market cap concept to think about, and we're also in a very interesting time. And I'm not one of those content creators like Bitcoin's going to $1 million, because I think that's stupid to say that. Like, I hate it's not that I hate it, just I think it's ridiculous, because I'm more of a range trader. I like to look at the ranges, like, do we break out above this area of resistance? Are we breaking below this area of support? And I want to look for positive or negative price action to make my decision. I mean, if you utilize Fibonacci extensions, retracements, whatever, you can see that we do have some areas at like $100,000 that looks great.
Yeah.
But realistically, like, we're also being faced with regulation. We don't just have Bitcoin anymore. We have DeFi, we have NFTs, we have altcoins, we have all of these amazing ecosystems, and that you know, money's flowing in and out. I'm still trying to pinpoint how this new cycle is happening, because before it was like Bitcoin, altcoins, mid caps, low, like whatever it was, but it's changing. Yeah. So I think we have an opportunity to see between and I hate to say 75,000 because it's not too much off, but like 75,000 to 100,000 before the end of the year. And then I know Plan B, he's got a stock to flow model. A lot of people are calling for higher, which that's fine too. But I am planning on taking profits on the way up, because I want to be able to, you know, enjoy some of my gains and, you know, my hard work. And that's okay too, guys. You can have a plan. You can keep a moon bag.
Yes, exactly. You know, have a nice steak, you know, have a fine wine if you're over 21, you know? Yes, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. You know, got to chill and enjoy yourself. So that's really awesome. And I know you said before that you were hosting events, and that's something I definitely want to talk about. So what inspired you to, you know, create events? Are you hosting any soon? Are you still going with this? I'd love to hear more.
So I started the events because in 2017, end of 2017, there was events in crypto, but you had to pay thousands of dollars. And it was, you paid thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, and people shilled their ICO coin, which fine, that's whatever. I was like, this is stupid. I'm poor. I have no money. Why am I going to pay you $100 to learn about your coin? I want to like network and talk to people. So I started hosting my own events. And the first event I hosted, there was like 3 people that came. And then I kept hosting it every month or every couple of weeks, and more people came.
That's awesome.
And I always did it at like a brewery or a bar, somewhere that was open and free for everybody to come. And I just keep doing them. Obviously, with some of the mandates, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to do, but I still am hosting them. There was like a year period where I couldn't, but now I'm hosting them again, and we're going to keep doing more, and they're always going to be free for everybody to come. And if I get sponsors, great. If I don't get sponsors, you guys have to buy your own food and drinks, which is fine. But I just like to keep them open and free, and just a fun place for people to come hang out and network.
That's great. I've been to a few meetups like that, and honestly, they're kind of the better ones, you know? Yeah. I love all, like, you know, the cool fancy booth events. But, you know, these meetups just have a different vibe to them. You know, you're actually just having, like, personal, like, one-on-one time with other people that maybe aren't influencers, that are just everyday people, or you get those people that are new to crypto and just show up and are like, help me, which is, like, honestly one of the best things. I love when newbies show up to conferences and they're just like, help. I don't know what's going on.
It's fun. And the thing is like, there's so many opportunities in crypto, like so many. Yeah. And there's so many people at my events that have networked and met people and, you know, created really great bonds. So it's important for me to provide like a cool place where people can kind of like-minded people can come vibe, and they don't have to worry about like pain or barrier to entry. It's like, all you have to do is get yourself there. And if you want to buy food, great. You want to buy whatever, great. I don't care. Just come and be cool, and let's all learn together and, you know, network.
And vibe. That's freaking awesome, man. I love this. So you're going to continue to host those, and they're all on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I travel to conferences, I will host too. I'm going to Florida twice next month. I think I have to check my schedule, but I'm going to try to host one when I'm there. It's just, things are like so hectic, and it's been like a challenge for me to do anything.
You're a busy woman. That's totally understandable. You know, you're a celeb now. You've always been a celeb to me.
No, I'm just a mom. I'm a poor girl that became a mom, worked in healthcare, and I just figured out my journey in crypto. I'm just here vibing with everybody, and my job is just to, you know, help as many people as possible, and hopefully inspire people to surpass me, or whatever they think that's a goal, and just to do well and have a good quality of life, because everybody deserves to have a good quality of life. Like, nobody deserves to not have that.
Agreed, 100%. We all deserve the best, and we all deserve to, be happy and feel happiness, Yeah. Happiness is such a great feeling. Love the euphoria. I really hope to meet you one day in real life. Like, that would be absolutely awesome. Like, we'd totally vibe. And, I'd love to come out on the West Coast. Like, one question I really have, like, inspired by my shirt here.
I was gonna say shout out to In-N-Out. We love In-N-Out.
Shout out to In-N-Out. Okay, I had a question regarding In-N-Out. Do you people are very they speak about In-N-Out and they're just, people say like it's not that good and it's overrated.
It is good.
Do you agree with that, or do you prefer like Shake Shack or like McDonald's or like Burger King or something? Like isn't like In-N-Out like the top?
In-N-Out is one of my favorites, and a lot of people don't know about In-N-Out, what In-N-Out does. In-N-Out has they're a private company, which I love. Yes. They do what they want to do. I'm not very religious, but I love the fact that they have some religious stuff on some of their cups and different things like that. I think that's important for some people. So I like that they kind of do what they want to do. And they also have a program. I don't have it in front of me, but they have a program that they donate to and for DV and for ST. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to. I'm sure people in the audience can figure that out, but to kind of stop all the ST that's going on. So they have an organization that helps, with that, to rescue people and to do different things. And they don't talk about it, they don't promote it, but I am more inclined to shop somewhere that is doing that. I know that my money is not only going to provide me with, like a full belly, feeling good, but that's also going somewhere else to a cause that I support.
That's amazing. So you also have you have a delicious incentive, and then you have like a moral incentive to go there.
Yeah, like that's I will great. Shop. I always try to shop small as much as I can, because being an entrepreneur is hard, especially during the times we're in. I always make sure to tip well, like whenever I go somewhere, even if it's like, because when you go into a restaurant and pick food up, like most people don't tip, but I try to, because I just feel that there's people, like I'm doing super, super well and I'm thriving, and I feel like there's other people that I can help and whatnot.
Exactly, as you should. So we both agree like In-N-Out is like the top fast food burger. Yes, I got this shirt in California like a few months ago. I went there for a conference, and then I went to Utah Valley University to speak on October 1st.
Yay!
And I was driving by and I didn't know there was an In-N-Out, and I was talking to my dad. I was like, man, I'm so sad there's no In-N-Out. And then once I said that, we passed one, got right off the highway, pulled in. I got another shirt that says Utah on it. This is the California one. I wore it in honor of you.
Thank you.
No, I gotta show the love, Wendy. So I'm a big fan of In-N-Out. The thing is, Wendy, when you take the bite of an In-N-Out burger, like the lettuce is real. Like you feel the crunch.
Everything is real. Everything is real in In-N-Out. Everything is real. It's never frozen. My daughter always do you know if it's raining? If it is raining, then you can get, if you're with your child, you can get a free In-N-Out hot chocolate for them with little marshmallows. So anytime it's raining, we always go there. And I'm like, do you want a hot chocolate? She's like, no. I was like, can I have it? She's like, I'll buy and I'll pay for it. But I get her a strawberry shake and whatever. Because that Lowe's, that's her thing. She loves strawberry shakes. And she's like, Mommy, can we go to the hamburger shop? I need a strawberry shake. And I was like, yes, baby, we can. I'm like, and I might be a terrible parent because I will feed my kid. I let her eat shakes and stuff.
I mean, listen, that's not the worst thing. My sister used to eat tubs of coffee ice cream, pints of Haagen-Dazs, at least once every few days. That thing was gone. So,
oh my goodness,
so no judgment here. We're big foodies over here, but that's why I was asking about In-N-Out, because I see you're eating some zesty food sometimes. Is In-N-Out your favorite thing? What's your favorite food? I'm curious while we're on the topic.
Well, I do like tacos. My daughter made this for me.
That's so cute.
I like different foods. I honestly like, I like a lot of different stuff, but I'm into more fancy dishes now. I try to get a delicious steak once a month, or I'll go make it myself. But I like to go to different small restaurants and eat there, because the quality food is just so much better. So I try to do that. And, I change, sometimes for 3 years, it was pineapple and black olive pizza. And now it's I know it's
a controversial topic.
It's so controversial. The Sicilian community is we don't claim her. But cheeseburgers are good. I love chili cheese fries. I like sushi. I like all kinds of stuff. But I don't have a favorite. Hard tacos are I troll people on Twitter because it's funny. But yeah, I like delicious food. I like trying delicious food.
That's hilarious. There's a taco coin right now. Like they just
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's mad cool. A freaking the Taco Fam. Shout out to the Taco Fam if you guys are watching. That is absolutely great. I mean, In and Out, top quality. I'm trying to collect shirts. I got the California, Utah. Gonna try to get the best. And the shirts are like vibey. Like there's a sunset on the background. Like
they're cute. I love it. They're super cute. They're super cute,
super
and
vibey.
it's just nostalgia. It's like California nostalgia.
It really is. Oh my gosh. Is there anything like you would like to share with the audience that you're doing? Anything zesty going on in the Wendy O world?
There's like so much going on. We're like me and my team, we're so busy with like everything. I think probably the most important thing I want you guys to know is that you need to write to the SEC. You need to reach out to your local Congress members, your government officials. You need to write, you need to call them. We need to figure out how to push some sort of positive legislation for crypto, because right now we're kind of under attack and it's not a good thing. And once they legalize a bad law, it's very hard to repeal this stuff. Very, very hard to repeal this stuff. I'm not a legal expert. I read these SEC things. I have a big network of attorneys, and I feel like we all need to be contacting the SEC and these people and just kind of let them know, like, crypto's safe, we're happy. Let us have our Celsius, let us have our Nexo, let us build. Like, put a flat tax, I don't care, but we all need to start paying more attention. And we also need to not pay attention to what party that a specific representative is from. If they are bullish on crypto, let's support them. Let's figure out how to kind of unite and ignore the media. That's all that I want to say. You guys want to follow me, great. You guys should be following Miss Teen Crypto. Smash the like, make sure to subscribe. But really right now, getting rich is great, but we all kind of need to use maybe 5 minutes out of our day to write a letter, call, do something positive, and smile at somebody else, make their day, and just be nice and be giving.
That's amazing. Love the positive energy. Always got to put out that positive vibe. Everyone in the chat is having that positive vibe. There's so much love for you in this chat going on right now. I absolutely love it. And, I really commend you on what you do and all the passion that you have and all the positive things you're doing for the space, especially, making it to the big time mainstream media, Fox Business. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. That was unexpected. They emailed me, and one of my guys like, you have to check your email. And I was like, I'm busy. I was like, check it now. And I'm like, I can't. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And I did, like, normally when I do stuff like that, it takes me like a little bit to come down because there's like so much going on. But it was really good to kind of to do that. And it was a lot of fun. And hopefully they have me back on again.
I'm sure they will. Like, you're an amazing speaker. I don't know why before you were like, oh, I hate the way I talk, blah, blah. No, you're a beautiful human. You're killing the game. I love what you do. You speak very well. I love your TikToks, and I really love all your content. And I'm happy to see you, doing other things that you feel are going to impact the world, which they are going to impact the world. You're doing amazing things, and you're looking to help other people, which is so key. You're not just about my bags, this and that. Like, you're doing your own
love
thing.
my bags. Don't get me wrong. I like making money is amazing because I'm able to care for my family, be a stay-at-home mom. But at the same time too, like, if I can't, like, I think I might be the only influencer that has a charity page. I had my guy, shout out to Raider, I think he's in the chat. I was like, we need to have a charity page. So I have 2 charities there that I support. One is a DV shelter in Los Angeles, California, that I've done work with before. And another is a local boxing gym that I go to in the city of Pomona. Pomona is not a nice place. It's a bit of a rough place. I lived there for 5-6 years. But we like those are on my website. So if anybody goes to my website and reads Wendy's white paper, the blog, they'll see a charity page. If y'all want to donate, great. I don't touch the money. The money goes directly there. But I think it is important to use the platforms for good. You don't have to do it all the time, but at least make an effort. Like, if there's a cause that's near and dear to you, I know that like House of Ruth is the DV shelter, and they follow me. I follow them on Twitter, and they tweet something. I retweet it. Those tweets never get traction, but I don't care. It's not about me getting traction.
That. Yeah.
It's about like reminding people like, hey, be nice to your partner or whatever, whatever it is. Or, and maybe somebody is going to see that retweet or that tweet and has a friend that's like, oh my gosh, I can share this information with them and get them help. So we try to do a lot of that too. It's very, very important.
Amazing. Thank you for doing that. That's amazing. Thank you for coming on the show today. I know you got to head out and, you know, tackle your day. So thank you so much for coming on. Again, thank you for what you do. You're you're a gorgeous human being, and I really wish you nothing but the best. And thank you again so much. Stick around.
Always.
Yes, make sure to stick around after we go off live. I definitely want to say one more thing to you before you dip.
Okay, cool.
But thank you so much, everyone in the chat. Vegan Crypto, DMB, Bitcoiner Tyan, Raider, Sir Raider, Wendy. Amazing. Randy, everybody, JD Sawyer, Johnny Mack, all of you, thank you so much for joining the show. I hope you guys got your free NFTs, and if you guys want to go check out Crypto Wendy O's site, it's all in the description. Follow her Twitter, that link is also in the description of the video. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button, hit that freaking bell. We're gonna have a lot of fun on this channel, and follow Crypto Wendy O at Crypto Wendy O on Twitter. She's killing the game. And again, Wendy, thank you so much for coming on today. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Happy Thursday. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Bye.
Good morning, crypto Twitter is missing. Crypto spreading crypto with adoption showing its benefits. To my generation, shout out to all my people. Gen Z needs to be included. It's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, zesty. Making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z. Better change the world, so y'all better get ready. Missing crypto, I'm never backing down. I got a wax account, you should check it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count. And I'm only getting started, yeah, I'm barely off the ground. Missing crypto, you cannot stop me. My hands are making diamonds, your hands fall like origami. Never be the boss of me, Bitcoin's all I need. When I say I'm zesty, that's just me talking honestly. Crypto and yum farm marketplace. I wanna see the more, we gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace. Save